Take some deeper breaths. Let go of your busy day. Reach your arms in front, make soft circles with your hands. Reverse direction. Try to make the circles smooth and soft. Release, give it a little shake. We're gonna do cat and cow standing. So you'll separate your feet a little bit, bend your knees, open your arms into 90-degree angles. On the inhale, you're gonna lift your heart and look up, squeeze your elbows back. As you exhale, round your upper back and bring your forearms and hands together. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, round. Continue a few more times. Try to make an even flow through your back. One more time. You're gonna pause when you're in a round spine. We're gonna go all the way down for a full body stretch. At the bottom, you could sway or hang in any way that feels good for your back. To release, let's roll up slowly. Engage your core, press through your feet. Slowly roll your spine up. Eventually come back to mountain pose, stand tall. Take a deep breath. Side stretching, so you can bring one or both arms over your head. Lengthen, half moon stretch. You're gonna go up and over to one side. If you wanna just use one arm, your other hand will support the side of your body. So let's hold here for 2 breaths. Think of lengthening both sides of your waist. Core is strong. Press down through your feet. Come on up strong through the center. Inhale. Exhale up and over to the second side, or you can bring one hand down for some support. Inhale, come all the way up through the center. We're gonna take a giant step out, so make sure you're facing the long side of your mat if you're using a yoga mat. Bend your knees, Cali squat. Keep your hands together. If that's too difficult, just separate your arms shoulder width apart. You're trying to rotate both thighs out, tailbone down, core is in. Breathe. Release, burst your arms open. We're gonna come into a yoga mudra. Let's just open the body first and point your toes straight forward. Inhale. As you exhale, turn your palms down, interlace your hands behind your back. You can also do this with a yoga strap. You would hold your strap about shoulder width apart. Okay, so strap or hands are holding, open your chest, forward bend, pull your shoulders back as you look through your legs, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Strong through the core. Let's come back strong. Keep your hands together or holding your strap. Start to come up. Inhale, flat back, press through your feet. Exhale, take a moment at the top, rest. Let's try warrior 2 to the right. Turn your right toes out, broaden your stance. So you want sort of like a 90-degree at your knee, but more importantly, you want to be able to see your knee, your toe just on the inside of your knee. Tailbone down, reach out. Last thing here is to look to the fingertips to stretch your neck. Bring your head back, bring your leg back. We're gonna reach up over the head and clasp the hands between sides. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, turn your left toes out. Keep breathing, and then when you're ready, warrior two, second side. Tailbone down, abdominals are in. Stretch and take up as much space as you can with your arms. Let's do that same transition. Turn your hands up. Reach over your head as you pivot your foot. Inhale, lengthen. We're gonna do warrior two to the right again. This time we're gonna add a side stretch. Option one, elbow to the knee. Arm goes over your head. Option two, sink lower and reach for the floor. You could look forward or up to your hand. And feel that you're making a long angle down that left side. Let's come back strong. Inhale, come on back. Let's do the same thing. Exhale, toe points up, reach over your head. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two to the left. Add your side stretch. Try to keep both sides of your waist long. Try not to sink in the shoulder, but I'm pushing down through my elbow and pulling my shoulder back. One more breath. On your inhale, come on up strong. One more time, we're gonna reach up, both toes point forward. Exhale, hands go up. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. Circle your arms, walk your feet in, give your legs a shake out. And let's stand in mountain and feel the difference in your body. Feel your heart beating, feel the breath moving through your lungs. Open your right arm out to your side and pull your fingertips back like you're pushing into a wall. Turn your head to the left. Adjust the arm and the head until you feel a nice stretch down your neck, into your arm, into your hand. Look forward, swing that arm across and give it a little push. So you're trying to stretch the back of your right shoulder. Your right hand is just sort of draped across your upper back. Breathe into your right shoulder. Now you're gonna hold it there. Make sure it's nice and crossed. We're gonna come into the eagle arms. Now you're gonna swing your left arm under. Option one, you hold like this with your elbows stacked. Option two, try and bring your hands together. We're gonna hold the eagle pose. If you wanna focus on your shoulders, you'll stay in mountain pose. If you wanna try the full pose, which is kind of fun, you'll bend your knees. That's step one. Step two, you're gonna cross the opposite thigh on top. So it'll be your left thigh crossing on top. Another variation is to cross your ankle if that feels better. So be intense with your eyes. Think of the way the eagle stares. If you're balancing, release your legs. Release your arms. Give it a shake out. Let's twist, bend your knees, swing your arms, try to look behind you, get rotation through the upper body. Last 3, 2, 1. Come back to your center. We're gonna do that all to the other side. Stand tall in mountain, open your left arm and pull your hand back. Look to the right. Look forward, swing that left arm across. Give it a little push. Breathe into your left shoulder. Let's try that eagle pose on the left. So keep that arm there nice and tight. Swing your right elbow under. This is option 1. Option 2, you could bring your hands together. If you want to add the balance, start in a squat. You're going to cross your right thigh over or the opposite leg to the arms. And then imagine you're an eagle perched over the city. If you're balancing, release your leg. Release your arms. Give it a little shake. Move around in any way that feels good. And then let's stand for a moment and feel the difference in your body after the shoulder opener. Slowly roll down, drop your chin to your chest. Bend your knees, take your time rolling down. Hang at the bottom, stretch your back. I'm going to try a downward dog. Bend your knees and reach for the floor. You could start in a plank if you'd like to do a little core. Eventually, we'll lift the hips into your downward dog, or you can do a child pose. Check in with your breathing. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders are away from the ears. Child pose. You could have your knees apart or together. Sink down into a ball, rest your head on the floor. 3 deep breaths. Release. The crescent moon pose or low lunge. You're going to take a giant step forward. You want your front foot and your back knee hip width apart so you can balance. Or you could hold on to something, or you can have your hands on the floor. If you would like to balance, look forward, come on up. And the idea of the pose is as you sink down through your hips, you lift up through the upper body. Deep breaths. If you're balancing, carefully come down. We'll do a downward dog between sides. Come on to your second side. Help your other foot forward, knee over ankle. Front foot and back knee are hip width apart. Option 2, you could balance. You could lift your arms up if you'd like more of a challenge. Sink the hips down as you lift your chest and arms up. Release, downward dog. Child pose. This time we're going to add a twist. Once you're sitting back in your child pose, thread one arm under the other, twisting through your upper back. The more you reach this top arm away and your bottom arm through, the more you'll feel that twist. Slowly help yourself back. Let's switch sides. Release, stretch both arms up. Take a deep breath. Forearm plank. Come on up so that your elbows are under your shoulders. Engage your core and step back into a plank. Reach through the head and the heels. Really tighten your quads, your glutes, and your abdominals. Take a breath. Release down into your Sphinx pose. Walk your elbows subtly ahead of your shoulders. Your head could be neutral. If that causes pain or discomfort in your back, just let your head drop down. Give your hips a wiggle. Really let your hip muscles relax here. Deep breaths into your tummy. Stay on your elbows. Let your head hang down. Stretch your neck for some deep breaths. Release all the way down. Rest your head. Bend your knees and separate your feet or your legs and go side to side slowly with your feet, massaging your quads or your thighs. Release, straighten out in the center. We're gonna try an upward dog to a downward dog, or you could do cobra. So you're gonna bring your hands way back, pull your shoulders back. Cobra, you keep your hips on the floor, very challenging. Upward dog, you straighten the arms and lift your hips off the floor. Take a breath wherever you are. Engage your core, push back to your downward dog or your child pose. And then we'll all take child pose now, rest, let it all sink in. Release. We're gonna come onto your side for a quad stretch. You'll lay on your side with your arm under your head, or you could grab a pillow. Your knees are bent in front of you, and then reaching back for that top ankle. So it's important that you have this knee bent in front. It changes the stretch a bit. It also helps you from tipping forward or back. Enjoy the stretch. You could change the angle with your knee. See what feels good today. Release. We're going to stay on your side and stack your knees together at a 90-degree for our double knee twist. Gently bring your head to the floor. That hand can hold onto your legs for you. And then open your other arm back. And you can always adjust the legs up or down, see what feels good. Twist out your busy day. Release, roll onto your back. Pause where you feel neutral and take a deep breath. Draw your knees into your chest. Curl into a ball, give yourself a hug. And let's do that to the other side. So you could turn to your other side, or you could sit up if you're looking at your computer and swing around. You're gonna bend your knees and then reach back for your ankle. Quad stretch. Release. Let's get ready to twist. Stack your legs. Open your arm. Breathe into your sides. Slowly release to where you feel neutral. Take a deep breath. And draw your knees into your chest. Curl into a ball, give yourself a hug. Release. We're gonna finish with a glute stretch, which is the back of the hips, the gluteus muscles. I'll show you two options. So I'll show you on your back first, since you're there. You would cross one ankle over, pull your toes back, and then you'd pull either your thigh or your knee in towards you. It's quite dynamic. I'm kind of pushing this knee away to feel the stretch, and I'm pulling these toes back. You could also be lazy. That's always acceptable. So see what you need to feel it. Your other option is to sit up and have one leg in front and one leg behind and fold forward. So the same thing is happening. What you're doing is bringing this leg towards you, right? In both variations. So pick which one works for you today. I'll sit up for this part. If you're on your back, you're going to slowly release your legs down to the floor and stretch them out. If you're sitting, swing your legs in front. Let's cross your other leg in front. Second side. Slowly release. Shake out your legs. We're gonna do knees to chest one more time. So you'll lay down and draw your knees into your chest. Rock and roll around wherever feels good, or you could be still and just compress your back into the floor.